This thing has made us so connected to everybody all the time, and it's awesome. But at the same time, it completely dominates my life. Welcome to another video. Welcome to my studio. Welcome to my life. Today, I wanted to check in and just kind of do a one-on-one vlog and update you guys about my life, my journey. I started out doing the vlog every day last November, like November 2018, maybe a long time ago. Started doing videos every day to get into the habit. And then I started kind of getting some traction with more of the how-to stuff. So I started doing more of that on my channel because I figured that's what people really were enjoying and getting a lot of value out of. So I started doing more of that stuff. And I haven't done as many vlogs lately about my creative process, about where I am in that journey, about my life. So I wanted to bring it back home and do just an update for you guys about what I've been up to and more importantly, why. I have noticed that there are a lot of people on the internet who give their opinion and give their advice, but they're not practicing what they preach. They don't do the things they say you need to do to succeed as a musician. And I found myself in that territory a little bit when we were in the middle of the second season of the Music Stuff show, and I realized that a lot of the things that were coming out of my mouth, I knew them to be true, but I wasn't out there doing them, and I felt like a hypocrite. Vance and I decided to step away from the podcast for a minute, and I decided to practice what I preach and take my own advice and start doing. So beginning last year, I started putting out my own music, and I started down this journey of being my own artist and my own brand because, like I said, there are a lot of people out there who give advice, and it's great advice, but I am having trouble finding anybody who's doing the things they say need to be done. I don't see anybody out there who is super successful as a musician and also giving away the secret sauce. I shouldn't say I don't see anybody. I don't see many. There are definitely people out there who do it, but they're not many. There are far more people who are not doing, but they're teaching, and I don't want to be that person. So the reason I'm doing everything I do is to prove that it can be done and to give credibility to my voice when I say this is what will work or this is what won't work. I don't want to feel like I'm a hypocrite. And I felt like that in 2018. 2019, I haven't felt that way because I've been on my journey. And then 2020, I'm still at it. I have learned a ton in the last 18 months or so. I mean, it's insane. You cannot possibly know what will work and what won't unless you try. No amount of reading, no amount of watching videos, no amount of learning outside of doing can prepare you for the things that you can only learn by doing. That is why I decided to take the leap at 34 years old and become an artist instead of just a drummer. I have had an incredible career. I've played most of the arenas in the country, most of the outdoor amphitheaters and sheds that are over 20,000 people. I've been on TV. I've met some really famous people. I've worked with some really famous people. It's been awesome. I've had an awesome, awesome career. I try to stay humble about my career because I always am looking forward. But when I think about it objectively, it's pretty badass. I've done some pretty cool things. But I'm not the type of person who will ever sit and rest on my accomplishments. I always want not more. I want a new, fresh challenge. Because for me, in my opinion, the whole point, not just of music or career, but of life is adventure. It's not to be happy. Happiness is a byproduct. It's not to be comfortable. Comfort is a byproduct. It's not to be rich or famous. These are all symptomatic of the main thing. And the main thing, the main point is adventure. So I continue to choose my adventure. And the adventure I'm choosing now is to be an artist starting at 34 years old. I'm 35 now. And to create a new chapter of my career that expands outside of what had become my comfort zone of being the drummer in the band. I still am a drummer in a band. I love being a drummer in a band. I play drums all the time. I do tons of sessions for clients all the time. I will never stop drumming. But this new chapter is an effort for me to prove more than to anybody else, to myself, that it can be done. And then when I prove to myself that it can be done, no matter your age, I intend to continue to share how it is possible to do it with you, to show you that it can be done and this is how you do it. So that is the why behind what I do. And I wanted to check in and tell you that if you've been paying attention to my journey, if this is the first video you see, this is the reason behind all the content I make. This is the reason behind all the steps I'm taking, all the choices I'm making. I have a couple new steps on the way pretty soon here that I'm really considering pretty heavily. I think I'm going to start streaming my live process. Every song I make from now on, I think I'm going to do it live on Twitch and show you guys the whole process, because I don't want to hide behind any curtain. At my core, my whole mission is transparency and honesty, and to show my call to adventure and to share it with you. That's what I wanted to share today. I hope you will like this video and share it if you find it inspiring. And I hope that you will continue to come with me on this journey so that we can all chase our own adventures. Thanks for watching. Peace.